right, we're back for part 2. We were just talking about your schedule you'd like to have, so you want to go to as many big events a year
Yes.
that you can. Tell me about your current sponsors.
So, one of them is a Regency, so I play here all the time. I'm always here on Wednesdays and Fridays giving lessons. Another one is unofficially Buddy Baker. I play with his cues. I have his break jump cue and a shooting cue I had custom made. So, and also I wear Buddy's stuff all the time.
Is there anybody that helps you get down the road to go to some of these events?
This Regency helps a lot for me to get to event to event.
But you're looking for more sponsors to promote and...
Absolutely, I'd love to.
Okay. Well, guys, reach out to Levi. What equipment are you using now? You said Buddy Baker. We'll get a what's in the bag, but just give us the short and sweet of what you're playing with.
Yeah, it's Buddy Baker. It's had a custom made, so it's mother of pearl and turquoise on the bottom, and then it's floating points and turquoise on top. It's a 19-ounce cube.
And you play with a wood shaft.
Yeah.
High deflection, low deflection.
It is a high deflection.
Okay. You've always played with that? Have you ever had a low deflection?
I've not. I've always kind of wanted to try one because I heard it was kind of make you better. So most of pros play with. So I want to try one, but
well, you play good. You play good with that cue. All right. So obviously you like your equipment. What do you like about it?
They just feel like, I feel like the balance on them is really good. I just like to shoot with them. They feel real natural. So I just like to. I really don't plan on changing anytime soon, but they feel really good.
And what kind of tip?
It's a G2. It's a super soft. Buddy of mine, Caden, put it on, and it used to be triangle for the longest time, but he just came to me. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna put this tip on for you. No got charge. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. Just try it."
And you loved it.
Yeah, he wants to put it on and shot a little bit with it, and never went back. He told me what it was after like a week. I was like, I loved it, what that thing plays, so I'll keep playing with that.
All right, let's talk about your favorite players and which ones you watch the most.
Of course, Shannon Bonin. I watch probably just about every match he does.
Okay.
And then nowadays I watch a lot of Federgorst and Joshua Filler. And Francisco Sanchez Ruiz. All three of them guys are just killing it right now in every event they play. So I'm watching them.
And what are some things you like that they do to rub off on you?
Joshua, I feel like I just kind of really connect with his game. Just like straight shooter, shoots pretty fast, gets down on the ball, doesn't really mess around. I feel like I kind of relate more to him. And then Fedor is just the stuff he's accomplished lately. So his mechanics shoot the exact same way every single shot. It's just so much fun to watch. And
okay, let's talk about Shane. You said Shane number 1. What are you watching for when you watch him?
I use him to watch his pattern plays, what shots he chooses and why he chooses them.
Shot selection.
Because his stroke is very different from other pool players, so I don't try and copy that. But just his smoothness is so mesmerizing to watch, and then just watching the way he breaks and plays is just like. He can see the balls a lot differently than I can. Is try and get that in tune.
Okay. Well, how about some older players?
Oh, I love.
You just named basically the top 4 players in the world. We're all watching them. How about some players that are past their prime?
I watched a lot of course, Efren. I don't know anyone who doesn't watch Efren. And then Earl Strickland, I loved watching him. He just came with so much confidence. It doesn't matter who he played, what shot it was. He was going in there to kill his opponent. I love watching Earl.
You think you could ever get that confidence like that?
I'm starting to get there.
Okay.
I like to think so. But Earl, and then Johnny Archer, man. He has, I think his matches has one of the highest TPAs ever recorded, right? I think he had like a .989.
Like for playing a perfect match?
Yeah. I think, isn't that right?
Yeah.
I think it was like in the 80s or something, low 90s. I think he missed 1 ball in 13 games.
Okay, now who's your favorite commentator to listen to?
Probably Jeremy Jones. It's funny to hear him because he would call out the shots before the pros play them. I'm like, what is he talking about? They executed perfectly. I'm like, yep, that's what I'm missing.
He makes almost the right call every time.
Just about. And I love hearing Jeremy do it. I just wish he had a little more soul into saying it. Not saying he doesn't have the soul into the game, just his voice is very mellow.
He's got that Texas draw.
Yes, absolutely.
And sometimes it's hard to tell exactly, his inflection, I guess.
Yes.
Like how big of a deal it is.
Yes. Yes, and he would tell you it's a really big deal, but it's like he says it the same way. I still love listening to him. Just he can see the game just like those guys.
I'd agree. I've learned more from watching Jeremy Jones' commentary than anyone else's.
Me too.
And not just because he's normally the one doing it. He is the number one pick for commentary in the country or the world right now. But I also think that
he used to not do it for a while.
Yeah,
like he just kind of started doing the main events, right?
No, he's put a lot of time in. It's probably 5, 6, or maybe longer years. But he really he understands the mental game, and he's always talking about the little things that you're not thinking about.
100%. That's why I watch usually about 3 pool matches a day. Like one as soon as I wake up.
Really?
Yeah, I watch 3 full pool matches a day. And usually when I wake up, when I go to sleep, and I try to sneak one in the middle of the day. I watch 3 pool matches, and whenever he's talking, like I try to turn it up all the way and try to watch the match real intently, like exactly what he's saying, like just the way he says it is just so precise of how they shoot it, and you can see what happens. You learn a lot.
Okay, little plug for Jeremy Jones. Good job. And what's our next question? Well, it's either your funniest story to tell or most embarrassing moment. What do you got?
Man, where to begin? Like embarrassing moment? So many.
All right, let's go.
I'm struggling.
Let's go with you set up a couple big shots for us while we're playing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about the biggest set you've won and maybe some of the biggest shots that you've made.
So, some of the biggest shots I have done is more just from watching the world-class pros on TV, saying, okay, they shot this kind of same shot. I'm going to try it on this to see how it works out. Like I was showing him earlier, I did a reverse masse off the rail shot earlier, and just because I saw Jason Shaw do that on TV the day before I actually had to do that in a match. So I did it, made it, and got out. And
Hill with for a $500 set.
Yeah. And like totally hooked myself, recovered with a masse shot, and I saw Jason Shaw do that on 8-ball against Iklan Kachi, and he got out and made it. So I was like, I'm gonna try it too. So I killed that one, and then another one I saw. I don't know who was playing. I knew Alex Pagulayan was in the crowd, but it was like just totally hooked. So you have to jump a ball into a rail, have a jump over everything else, and just make a ball perfect contact. That's a tough one.
So when you hit that, that's probably the most exciting for you.
Oh yeah, whenever like you just do like an ESPN shot, even though you try to stay away from those. Like I always try and play percentages. So I try not to do anything ESPN. Sometimes I do. It's more stupid whenever you do, but whenever they do come and play, it's super fun.
Okay, let's go with. What are some things you'd like for, I guess, the local pool players and anyone watching this channel? What would you like them to know about you that they might not already know?
Man, I put a lot of work into this game. A lot of work. Like people, a lot of them come up to me and like after like a big win, after like I play someone great, and like I played I don't know about saying names. Okay. So I played like Justin Williams. He's a great player in Oklahoma. Professional 3-cushion player. Yeah, he's playing great. It was one of the matches I played against him. It was a race of 15 for 500. and I was down 9-1, and I came back and won that set. And
Wow.
so my mental game is starting to come up slowly but surely. He beat me the next set. He's a great player, but it's just stuff like that where my mental game's like, I don't care what the score is. It doesn't matter till the last ball drops. It's just I'm ready to stay around for a long time, and I'm ready. I really want to play the bigger guys.
Okay.
Like the one next to me.
So, let's talk about your home life. You got a girlfriend, engaged, married,
Yeah, I have a fiance. I am engaged.
fiance. Let's talk about balancing that with your pool schedule.
That is tough. Because she loves it whenever she knows I'm doing what I love to do. I feel like I was born to play pool, so she's always okay with it. But she likes it whenever I'm home at night and being more time with her, and she doesn't really prefer to come out to these pool halls. So it's kind of hard to balance it. So that's why I try and do like every day, like every other day I go play pool, every other day I'm with her. But whenever I am playing pool, I'm trying to get here early and play from like 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. Get as much as I can in a day. And then
Okay, so you just maximize it and just commit to pool for the day, and then the next day, she can expect you to be with her.
yes, try and keep that I guess business and work life, or like business and pleasure, kind of balance out. It's not perfect, but it's a work in progress.
Okay, good. So one of the biggest things that people don't know about you is how much work you put into this game. Tell me about what maybe your weaknesses are right now that you can turn into strengths. What are you working on?
So right now I'm a very rhythm player, so I can have bad days easily. I'm not as consistent as I should be. So I was talking to some of the better players in the state. It's just I'm trying to really be dramatic with slowing down, taking the same time on every shot. Unless you need to take a super hard shot, you take a little longer. But trying to play the exact same way every single time. Like whenever you watch the world class pros, same pace, same way to play, nothing changes. And I want to try and get. I feel like that'd be my next step.
So you want to get your pace down?
Yes, my pace is very far off. I can shoot really fast. Like I have a really bad time if I'm playing, so I'll match their memento. I'll match their pace, and it throws my whole game off. Whereas I could be playing great, play with them for a little bit, and this throws me completely off. And I feel like I shouldn't say that.
Yeah, what are your weaknesses so that you can use it against me, right? Well, you're 25 years old, which is very young for a pool player to play at your level. There's probably not anyone under 25 in the state that can hang with you, or I'm missing somebody. Tell me about.
There are some great players coming up.
Yeah. Tell me about this next year. Bar table events, 9-foot table events.
Whatever I can play in, just like in Oklahoma, it's hard for higher caliber players to get many events, and if they are, they're like $10 entries, stuff like that. Most of the tournaments I've been to lately were bar table, just because that's where most action's kind of been lately. Like I went to Missouri to play an event, had Lucius Yap and Shang Jung Lin in it, and it was our bar table. It's just I want to play more 9-foot. It's just just not much around.
Do you think that there's a big match coming up for you?
Probably
on the bar table 9-ball.
Yeah, I'm trying to get more people in the Regency. I just want them to see how it's playing now. It's playing so great. So it's probably bar table. I'm not afraid to play 9-foot. It's even hard to find a 9-foot table around here because they're all taken, or some places are taking them out slowly but surely. So yeah, probably bar table. But
okay. Well, tell us why people should come to the Regency and play. I just went in there and played with you on one of the tables, but tell the audience what they've done to this place.
So I believe I said they got brand new lights. They have 6 tables in here, all bar tables. The owner's trying to change them all to blue label. So it's like I think 2 red and 4 blue label tables. And they got brand new lights for all tables. brand new Super Aeromith Pro sets for all tables.
So every table's got a measle ball on it.
Yeah, they play great. And then all the brand new felt for every table. Same felt that Lucky's uses. All tables are playing super fast.
They are, yeah.
Yeah, this table is playing fast and straight. They did so much work to the place. Like, I used to never come here just because of how bad they played, and now it's one of the main places I like to go.
Well, they got a new owner.
Yeah,
It's
new
changed,
owner. He's doing a lot.
Changed up all the pool part, but it's still a bar.
Yes.
People are still hanging out here tonight.
Yep.
That's why we're out here in the cars, because people are just filling up the bar and the jukebox is going. Let's go with one last question.
Okay.
All right. Who should we interview next?
Now, I'd love to see I want to see Chip.
Chip?
I want to see Chip on here. I think that'd be fun for Oklahoma players.
Me too.
I think Chip would be a good one.
All right, guys. Stay tuned for part 2, or the next upload. On this next one, what I'd like you to do is create some questions for Levi, and we'll come in straight with those, and hopefully get your questions answered. Anything else you want to say?
No, I think I got everything I got.
Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share. We'll see you next time.